Good afternoon. Welcome to Fluttering in the Spirit Tarot. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. This is a reading for the sign of Pisces. Please take what fits here and leave the rest. Please do subscribe, follow, and like this video. We will go ahead and see what is in your energy today. And happy birthday to all those with a birthday today, the 19th and the 20th. Today is my birthday. I'm a Pisces as well. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is in the energy. This one just slipped out right off the bat. So we have foundation, established family or feeling security. Spirit, what is the message today for Pisces? We have return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. One more card. Realization in reverse, epiphany, understanding, or an awakening. This could be past energy that someone has come to a realization, or this could be that someone has not and does not have a understanding or an awakening. We will go ahead and clarify these cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull a mystical dream oracle. Go ahead and cut the deck as well. Hope everyone's doing well today. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is in your energy. Spirit, what's the message for Pisces today? Deceased. Okay. The deceased symbolizes past emotions or unfinished business. Dreaming of them suggests you're reflecting on unresolved experiences or relationships. This dream marks a moment of transformation, urging you to reconcile with the past and move forward with greater clarity. Okay. Then we have this foundation, return, making amends, and realizations and past energy. I feel like this is indicating that someone may be having a realization or an understanding or awakening regarding a past connection that remains unfinished, unreconciled. Maybe there was a lack of clarity in the situation. We'll go ahead and we'll clarify some more. I'm going to pull a couple cards from here. I have already shuffled these, so I'm just going to cut the deck here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Well, that just flipped over. I'm going to take it. See what we got. We got a couple cards. The first one is double life in reverse. We have a grandmother in reverse, and we have I say mean things to make myself feel better in reverse. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm going to next pull. Go ahead and pull some tarot to clarify these cards. I'm going to use the guidebook some for the tarot deck to clarify. This is the Adventure Tarot deck by Elizabeth Sue. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with clarifying. Let me make sure you can see all the cards. Yes. Okay. I'm going to start by clarifying the foundation card. So this is an established foundation. Looks like your security and stability is very important to you. Very focused on family and feeling secure in your life at this point in time. Spirit, tell me more about foundation here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords and an upright. So the guidebook, it gives you keywords for the upright and the reverse. So I'm going to start there and then just go off the usual meanings, but I just want to see what the keyword is in here. So with the Seven of Swords and an upright is honesty. Typically, the Seven of Swords refers to somebody who's being sneaky, or just not being honest, trying to get away with something. But with this keyboard, it's being honest in the situation, which is important because how are you going to have a foundation on any kind of connection or whatever it is that we're speaking of here, whatever kind of relationship, whether this is romantic, whether it's platonic, whether it's a family member, how are you going to have an honest, secure foundation if there's not honesty? If that's not the forefront, basically, that's not the goal, is to be honest with one another, then there is no foundation. Spirit, why is return here? And I feel like with double life here in reverse, this definitely indicates that somebody was not honest in a connection or a situation. They were not, they may have had a whole nother life going that the other person was not aware of. Spirit, why is return here? We have Explorer of Wands in reverse, and we have Seven of Wands here. So let me go ahead and pull from the book here just to see what we've got. So the Explorer of Wands, that refers to the, okay, that's the Queen of Wands in reverse. That's someone who's censoring. That's the word that's coming out here. The actual meaning of the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you may feel like someone, again, is not being honest in a situation. Queen of Wands could potentially be someone with fire in their chart. So that could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This can be someone who can be aggressive and demanding, maybe doubting other people's value or worthiness or their own, vindictive. Which would get in the way of a second chance or an opportunity or making amends if someone's in that energy. Also, someone destroying the foundation of something with not being honest. Got the Seven of Wands here. Boldly. being vindictive and dishonest in the situation, which would be sabotaging any chance of making amends. That's what I'm seeing in these cards. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify realizations in reverse. Spirit, why is realizations in reverse? Okay, so we have the Hierophant and we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Hierophant's Taurus energy. So someone here may have Taurus in their chart. And for the Hierophant, I find it in here. And an upright's wisdom. So someone's gained some realizations and understandings and awakening, has really tapped into their own wisdom in the situation. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Procrastination, but may have procrastinated a bit. You may have taken a bit of time to come to a full realization of what the situation was. We have double life next. And I think what I'm going to do to clarify these, I'm going to pull the love oracles back out. And we're going to clarify the white cards with these. I'm going to give them another shuffle here. Spirit, why is double life here? I'm going to cut the deck too as well. I believe I've already done this, but just to mix them up some more. Spirit, why is double life here? Rejection. That's in past energy. Rejections also. Someone felt rejected, abandoned, dismissed. Might have brought a lot of irrational fears to their mind. Just under a lot of turmoil in this situation. A lot of emotions and unfinished business of feeling like someone wasn't being honest with them. Spirit, why is grandmother here? Divine feminine in reverse. So there may be a grandmother figure in someone's life who is not divine, may have been definitely speaking into one of the people's. I feel like this is a romantic connection just with double life potentially here, but really when someone's living a double life, especially, I mean, it's not just potentially if they have a whole life with one person and then they're carrying on, not letting that person know what the true situation is, they're fooling those two people. And then the kids, if there's children who are involved, get involved. So all of these actions affect everybody involved. So it looks like there's a grandmother who's not in divine energy that was influencing potentially this situation or speaking just with the divine feminine being here in a reverse. Let's see if I can get more on this divine feminine. This grandma who's not divine. Distance, separation, space, blockage. I don't know if this caused this person to distance. I'm not sure really what's going on here. Why is distance and divine feminine here? See if I can get anything else. Pain, apprehensive, afraid, cautious. So we've got a grandmother who was apprehensive, afraid, and cautious in this situation. Not sure who the grandma's related to here. I guess that could be different for each person potentially, but it does look like there's an older female who would be kind of in a grandmother position, who was not really in a divine energy, who was very apprehensive and afraid and feeling cautious about the situation. And it's resulted in some kind of separation, space, or a blockage. We have, I say mean things to make myself feel better than a past energy. Let's go ahead and clarify. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Spirit, give me more. One more card. Elusive, dishonest, deception, trickery. So someone was mean, said mean things in the past because of their own dishonesty, deception, and trickery. I feel like this person's now daydreaming, fantasizing, because it looks like somebody chose to focus on their foundation and their security. There may be unfinished business here, unresolved experiences or relationships. So you may not have really got any closure in this situation. This card is encouraging you to reconcile with the past and what happened, whether you're the person leading who was leading a double life or whether you're on the other end of this, and move forward with greater clarity. And maybe distance has brought some clarity here. Okay, so next I'm going to pull a couple cards from the Dark Confessions Oracle. And then I'm going to pull a Oracle card from the Gentle Chaos deck. Okay, let's see what comes out in this energy. Spirit, what are the dark confessions here? I know that you may not feel the same for me as I feel for you. Someone may realize that. Maybe the person who's spending a lot of time fantasizing, daydreaming. You have become too difficult for me to handle, and that's a big turnoff. One more. We are living two separate lives. There you go with the double life. That's confirmation there. And don't shoot the messenger. I can't control the cards that come out my hands. Okay, I'm going to read this one more time. Deceased. The deceased symbolize past emotions or unfinished business. This is suggesting that you're reflecting on unresolved experiences or relationships. Got you up in your head potentially. Someone's fantasizing here. This dream marks a moment of transformation, urging you to reconcile with the past and move forward with greater clarity. Okay, I'm going to pull one card here to end the reading from the Gentle Chaos Oracle. Let's go ahead and cut the deck. Spirit, what's the message today for Pisces? Okay, we've got the lone cypress. Okay. My glasses on for this one. Here's the card. Oh, that's really close. Sorry about that. Okay. A North American celebrity has stood alone in Pebble Beach, California for more than 200 years. Overlooking Carmel Bay, she might have longed to succumb to the ocean, to fire, countless times, but people have stepped in and said, no, please, not yet. Added structures and reinforcements, begging it to remain an icon. Right next to the deceased card, kind of interesting. Okay, I'll keep going. The lone cypress is a reminder not to give up. Not yet. People are counting on you. You've got people in your life counting on you to set a stable, firm connection, to reconcile the past and to move forward with clarity in life, to make amends in situations where you need to make amends, to come to realizations when certain lessons may seem to repeat in your life. I'm going to pull a couple advice cards and then we'll end this reading. Spirit, what is the advice here for Pisces? Hidden keys. Put things together piece by piece to reveal the bigger picture. Slow climb. You're getting there one steady step at a time with a little bit of effort. Takes work, but you ain't got to do it all at one time to build that foundation. Okay. This one flew. Let me get it. And the last one, happiness is simple. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to fulfilling a contented heart. Got two cards talking about the key. Find joy in the little small wonders. All right, well, that is the message today, Pisces. Please do subscribe, follow, and like this video. Till next time.